No, no.
Hi everybody and welcome to GameSlob's War for the Overworld with yours truly, Coopz. So we're moving on ever so slightly. It seems to be going on forever, you know. But we are now on level 4 called Shades of Grey. Now I don't know whether that's any reference to 50 Shades of Grey. But I hope not. Because that would be disgusting. And I would be offended. But anyway, without further ado, monsieurs, we shall move on.
Revenge is a dish best served cold, Underlord, but we're a bit lacking in refrigeration. The traitorous coward Marcus has made a deal with the Empire to save his own revolting hide. He defends the final inhibitor, and in exchange, the Empire's dogs leave him to cower behind his dungeon's walls. Get in there, Underlord, and tear it all down. Here entrenched lies the traitorous Underlord Marcus. He has pledged to protect this inhibitor with his life, having convinced the Empire that he means them no harm. The pathetic little turncoat. This uneasy peace has lasted too long. Vanquish this traitorous Underlord and destroy the inhibitor he protects. This place is riddled with brimstone. Its hardened exterior will be impossible to mine using conventional means, but we have other forms of excavation. Open the veins of evil and unlock the Underminer. Underminer unlocked. The Underminer excels at blasting through large chunks of earth. See for yourself by building one near your dungeon core. Unlike defenses, constructs can be placed on neutral territory and in water. Once you have laid the blueprint down, your workers will channel your unholy energies to construct them. Underminer complete. Your Underminer is ready to be activated. Click it to start the show. Ah, I should have mentioned. Brimstone is a fairly volatile substance. Now that you're out, look east to see an abandoned beast den. You can use the wooden bridge to span your dungeon across water. Build one to the island in order to claim the beast den. This room will allow bloodthirsty beasts to enter your dungeon. Unlike normal minions, beasts cannot work nor train themselves in your barracks. They wish only to strip the flesh from your enemies. In addition, they do not require payment or a lair, and they are more than happy to eat micro-piglets straight from your slaughter pen. However, these unfortunate creatures care not for their own lives, and will fight until their last breath. They cannot be saved if they fall in battle.
That was literally the longest opening to a level ever. So as you can see, you are wide open for this level. It's not that bad, it's just lots of little islands for you to build on. Again, wasn't loving this level, but you do get introduced to the beast pen thing with new creatures, like this one.
An Oculus has entered your dungeon. The Oculus is a master of the mind. If it encounters an enemy, it will assault their senses, temporarily turning them into a vegetable. Outside of battle, the Oculus will explore the depths of the underworld, relaying back what it sees to you and to its eldritch hive mind. You've encountered an Empire patrol. No sense in letting them get away now, is there? Your minions are under attack. The Skarg is a deceptively cute beast that prefers the flesh of dwarves above all, and can be trained to fetch and return eyeballs. You can rally all of your beasts to battle using the Beast Rally flag. Use your newfound powers and the formidable strength of your beasts to destroy Underlord Marcus and the Empire force he colludes with. Your minions are being attacked. Your minions are fighting enemy. Your minions are being attacked. Your minions are fighting enemy. Your force is heavier than your head. Your minions are under attack. You don't have enough gold. To quickly add plots of land to your dungeon, you can use an outpost, which will claim tiles in a 3x3 radius once constructed. Your minions are being attacked.
So basically we've just been introduced to 2 new minions that come from the beastery place. You will see a lot of them throughout the game. You don't really get a choice with them, they just kind of flood into your dungeon and that's about it really. Can be quite irritating, especially the Oculus, which goes for a wander all the time. Further to that, I don't know how high a level you can actually get them, but in my own, you know, like your home instance, as it were, which I said in one of the previous episodes, when you can go into there, do. I'm not going to tell you why until the very end, because spoilers. But yeah, please do yourself a favour. Don't do what I did and just skip it. Go in there and build yourself a nice dungeon. Don't know whether it's going to have any effect because I haven't actually tested that yet, but I will. Yeah, during my time in that instance, I've only actually managed to raise them up to level 5, whereas all your other creatures can go to level 10. Now, whether that is an actual thing or not, je ne sais pas. I just do not know, monsieur.
Your vault is empty.
There's a little gold thing there where you can get unlimited gold, which is always a nice thing. I think there's one pretty much on every single level, so it's always good to hunt that down. So there is one level in particular where I'm not sure that there actually is one, and there's very little gold for you to actually use. So now I'll go into basically the tactics of actually beating this level. Now there's lots of those incinerator things which you can go and claim. I think it is optional, you don't actually have to get them, but it does help, if only a little bit, you know. There's me messing around with the camera angles. That's one thing I did find when I was playing the game. I don't know how to rotate the camera properly. So, to be fair, I didn't put much time and effort into it, and I'm sure it's very easy, but yeah, I didn't really find out how to do that. I pushed a few buttons and just completely cocked it all up, and then thought, yeah, you know what, I'm just not going to mess with that. Now, you see that in that boomy, bomby, underminer thing I've just put down. This is probably the only level that I actually used it. Once you get it, I mean, it is, in fairness, it is quite handy to blow a hole into your enemy's dungeon and, you know, go ploughing in. But it's just all too aggressive for me. I like to make life really difficult for myself and walk in through the front door.
One of your creatures is moaning about you behind your back.
What a bitch.
Your minions are being attacked. Outpost.
So I unlocked the outpost just there, and what's quite funny is I don't think I use that throughout the whole game at all, ever, which is interesting. see I just blew up that wall, and with those fiery, embery walls, it has like a chain effect and just blows the whole lot up, which then leaves that open for me to go and claim, which I then go and drop a couple of imps down, and they claim it. Well, they don't. They have a bit of trouble. I remember they have a bit of trouble because there's either an enemy or a trap nearby, and they just keep running away. It's like, really though, really, you're putting me through all of this for nothing. So yeah.
Your minions are in combat. Siege shrines improve the speed at which your workers dig through earth and fortified walls.
So that is what a siege shrine does. I don't even know why they actually added the siege shrine into this level, because this is the only level I've actually come across one of them. It's a bit like, what?
Warding totem
Again,
unlocked.
the warding totem, never used. Never actually used it. So there's a lot of things within the game that even I've still not used, but I managed to get through the game just fine without them. So you have to think, are they redundant, or are the levels too easy? I suppose that's the ultimate question, really, isn't it? So basically, all I'm doing now is just making my way over to each of the fiery inhibitory thingamabodgets. That's the technical term for them. I think, well, you know what? You see them like once in the game, so why learn the name of them? You know what I'm saying? I know.
Your minions are under attack. Your minions are under attack.
Apparently, my minions are under attack. I don't know whether you clocked onto that. There's another thing that really bugged me about this level. I kind of, it became white noise to me eventually, but the amount of times he would repeat, your minions are fighting the enemy, or your minions are under attack, it just became so infuriating. In the end, I just turned the sound off. I mean, not for you, obviously, because you can hear the sound, but yeah, I just turned my speakers off because it was just bugging the hell out of me. And even the text popping up on the screen was annoying me.
Enrage.
Again,
unlocked.
Enrage, another thing that I've unlocked, but
enemy.
I've never used it. Never once. Never needed to. So, yeah, I think
Your
game
minions are
designers
fighting the
kind of
enemy.
need to get on that and kind of create the need for these things. Dungeon Keeper 1 and 2, every single spell and room and everything you pretty much used. The only thing I didn't use in Dungeon Keeper 1 was the garrison, and that's because I didn't actually know what it did, other than lure a few creatures into the dungeon, so yeah, that's what that did.
Your minions are in combat. Your minions are in combat. Your minions are in combat. Your minions are fighting the enemy.
So as you can see with this level, it's just a lot of building bridges, and that's it really. Build bridges, make your way to the end. Overall, not exciting. It was at this point that I was like, you know what? I'm actually growing a bit tired of this game, and I was really quite concerned that the game would just be like this constantly. Little plots of land for you to start building on.
Exciting it is to watch you at work under Lord.
It just for me wasn't reminiscent of the Dungeon Keeper franchise that I grew up with and loved. It was all about the building, making a very pretty dungeon, which was really just the best, and no one could break into the dungeon. And if they did, they got their ass very quickly handed to them.
You will force my hand.
And that's my worry for this game. It was, you know what, this is not going as I expected it to go. it's not what I expected it to be, or what I even wanted it to be. And that for me was like a real kick in the nuts, really, because I was so looking forward to this game. I was like, oh.
You would kill your own kind for him.
But my loyalty is to you guys, and I thought, you know what, I've started this, I'm going to finish it, I'm actually going to get through this game, even if I absolutely hate it. At least then, you know my opinion on it. So, what's the worst that could happen? Thankfully, people, I will say this right now, I was wrong, and it does get much better, believe me.
Will not be the devil.
So, now I'm just trashing the enemy's dungeon, and you notice there's no minions around. There was no real need for me to actually get that enrage skill, which I think really should have been the case. You know, you should have to use the enrage skill.
If your minions do not retreat, you will force.
You find a lot of that as well, where the enemy actually repeat themselves. It's like, okay, you're going a bit insane, you're losing your marbles. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Yeah. So there wasn't many minions within the level, and as soon as you got up to this point, you've pretty much won. There's the enemy's dungeon heart.
Let me be and leave this realm.
And then he asks you to let him be. I mean, seriously? What else? So you just go in, you trash the dungeon heart, and to be honest, you probably could have done this with a lot less minions than I actually have.
I can taste death. Fast
So,
approaching.
there you go, you see? See how quick that dungeon heart went down?
I'll not kill my own kind, but you and your minions will not be the death of me. You'll regret not heeding my advice.
Pay no attention to his frightened blabbering.
The ether beckons. Can you feel it tugging as I do?
Do you remember how to deal with Brimstone, Underlord? Why not crack open his dungeon with a bit of a bang? It seems you found a weakness within Marcus's walls.
Well, it's a bit late for that. Yeah. So, then just to finish this level off, it's as simple as blowing that up and taking out the inhibitor. And that's basically the whole ethos of the game. It's to get rid of all the inhibitors, so you can then use your powers and grow your powers throughout the land to then conquer the world and take over and just be the great Underlord of the Overworld. Yes. Sounds a bit like the Wombles song, I'm not gonna lie. I might actually create that song, you know? What do you reckon? Underlord, Overworld, dungeoning free.
Now that his core is a smouldering ruin, there are other matters that need your attention. The Underlord Raskos was locked in a scrap with a gaggling of greasy midgets, but has since gone silent. Get over there and find out what the hell is going on.
I will.
A job well done, Underlord. Marcus's shattered spirit will not soon forget the price of his cowardice. Now that the inhibitors all lay broken, only one final snag prevents us burning the heart of their land.
And there you have it. So, you got to tune in next time to see what happens. Oh, it's getting all exciting now, isn't it? Please like, subscribe and leave a comment below telling me your thoughts on the game so far. Are you enjoying the videos? If not, give me a thumbs down. No, don't give me a thumbs down. Anyway, I'll see you next time on GameSlob's War for the Overworld. Ta-ta!